So one of the lies in this industry is the fact that we believe that lust is something which is rooted in biology and that we cannot get rid of, okay? Now, I just want to ask one question before we get started, okay? If lust is really rooted in biology, then, you know, why do some people not feel lust and why do some people feel lust? A lot of people will just say it's testosterone, but what we're going to understand is that it comes from the mind. If I don't think of lusting, if I don't think of women, then why would I do it, right? What we must understand is that our beliefs comes from the fact that we've been influenced. Okay, one of the things when I was going to school back then is they told me like in philosophy class, you know, most of your beliefs are just they don't even come from you. You don't even have reason. So you see this a lot of the times where people have these beliefs because they follow the mainstreams and they follow the news, right? I'm not gonna say any specific beliefs, but you know what I'm talking about, okay? Now, when they get asked a rational question based upon that belief to basically prove that their belief is wrong, they get mad because they don't have any answer. What does that show is that they believe in something without any evidence. Not be, Meaning that it doesn't come from them, but it comes from whatever whatever told them, whether it's the news, whether it's someone else, whatever, right? But it doesn't come because they made their own conclusion that that was true. It just comes because they want to believe whatever is the mainstream belief. Okay, so what does you know what kind of like relation does it have with lust? Okay, so sexual thoughts, it's not rooted in biology, but rather it is your mind that it sees benefits indulging in it, right? And that's one of the things I tell my students after they quit porn and masturbation, because that's a process I did myself, is that at the end of the day, right, if you really think about it, when you're busy, and I'm not saying busy is the cure of everything. People say you gotta be busy to quit porn. Yeah, bro, like you gotta be. It doesn't even make sense. If you have like, it's like saying, in order to cut down a tree, then you need to not think about the tree. But bro, the tree is still gonna be there no matter what, right? So it's like what you gotta understand is that your mind sees benefits in indulging in those sexual thoughts, in those lustful thoughts. So, for example, for me, when I used to think lustfully 24/7, first of all, I had this belief that it's rooted in biology. It's because I have more testosterone. I quitted porn now. I'm gonna think lustfully. But actually, the real reason why I was thinking lustfully was because I thought that thinking lustfully will, it's basically like a giving me a sign that I have testosterone, that I still, have a healthy libido, that, if I think about sex often, then I'm going to be more motivated to work because, reproduction is one of the strongest motivators, right? And things of that nature. It was all based on false beliefs that I just blindly believe because of whatever information I was consuming, whether it was on YouTube, self improvement YouTubers, whether it was overall just because I read a book, whatever, right? And it wasn't based on anything. Like if you'd ask me, okay, why does sex motivate me? I'll just say, okay, because of reproduction. Okay, why does reproduction motivate me? I don't know. So you got to see, right? It is very subjective. Now, I'm not saying that reproduction is not a motivator. I think objectively it has some truths, but still the beliefs is flaws, right? Meaning that I believe something even though it was not true. Not because it was not true. That's not the problem. The problem is that we believe something without any evidence. We don't even know why we believe that thing, okay? And that's essentially what is happening. A lot of people say it's because of sexual energy, bro. I believe that sexual energy is like I don't have a belief on that, on sexual energy. I think it might exist, it might not exist. I don't care. But at the end of the day, I think that living life without lust, porn, masturbation is 100 times better. I love living life without that. Okay. Now, what should we gotta understand? Okay, is that it's only because of the benefits. Like I said, for me, it was I have an healthy libido if I think lustfully about a woman. Oh, it's all of these reasons, and once you really uncover them, you'll be left with like no reasons to first of all think about it, but also once you truly believe that it's not rooted in biology, but rather it's because you perceive it as rooted in biology, but it's not, bro, like you'll just have control over it. For example, if I'm eating food that's rooted in biology, I need to eat food to survive. But I don't need to think lustfully in order to reproduce with a woman. That's another thing. That's another mindset shift people need to have. You don't need to think lustfully in order to, be attracted to women, right? And no one has ever told people that. They just say, "Oh, you quit porn." NoFap says that you quit porn now because of that. You're gonna be able to just. I mean, you're gonna think about sex 24/7, bro. It's self-imposed. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. Once you truly understand that, you're gonna become free overnight. I've made the test in the past, and basically, I'm doing it till this day. Um, you know, I was just like, okay, if it's not rooted in biology, and if it's, just me perceiving benefits and thinking lustfully, then that means that I can just stop today. And I swear to God, I swear on everything. Every single time, if let's say unconsciously I think about, something, or, something lustful is in front of me, I just think, I have control. Like, I'm not in terms of discipline and willpower, because discipline and willpower means that you want to do something because you see value in it, but you force yourself to not do it because of external reasons. Okay, but internally, I believe that I don't need to indulge in it. So guess what? I never indulge in it. And then I made the test because I was dumb. I was like, maybe it's just I lost my libido. So I just started thinking lustfully for like a minute. I realized I still have my libido even stronger than ever. So what we gotta understand is, like, at the end of the day, right? It's a choice. You're not a slave to your thoughts. Believing that you're a slave to your thoughts is like the greatest lie that the devil ever convinced you that, oh, it's rooted in biology. That's why you got to think about it. Bro, it's only because you perceive benefits in it. I'm gonna say it 100 times, okay? And these thoughts, they come from you. You're not, you're the one indulging in delusion. That is not your libido. In reality, it is you. It's not your biology, okay? And just a quick exercise before I leave, okay? If you really want to just like stop thinking lustfully, first admit that you like thinking lustfully. Yeah, just admit it, because if you don't admit it, then you'll never see why you even do it in the first place. So admit that you like to think lustfully. Second thing, ask yourself, what do you gain out of it? Like the benefits I was getting. What is the benefits that you get out of it? What do you like about it? There's no shame about it, okay? Even if it seems irrational, even if you think, oh, because if I think lustfully, then when I'm gonna be married, I'm gonna have better sex. It doesn't matter, okay? You got to be able to see which beliefs that you have that influences your action in order to stop that action if that's what you want. Not if that's what I want, but if that's what you want, okay? And then ask yourself, third thing, ask yourself, is it really true? These beliefs, are they really true? Are you actually getting this, or is it just a belief you gain from, society or the internet? Okay? Like, just ask yourself, like, and be as honest as possible. If you got it from a credible source and like you actually believe in it, you came to your own conclusion, then fair play. But most cases you don't, okay? So just really go and think about it. Now, fourth, just list all of the benefits that you get from not thinking lustfully. For me, for example, I know that if I'm not thinking lustfully, I'll be more, I'll be less socially equal. I'll be more confident socially. I'll be able to focus more on my work. I'll be able to do way more. I'm not gonna waste like in the past. And now we're just thinking about sex every day. And I'm gonna be able to be more efficient. When I'm gonna be married, I'm gonna be able to have a good relationship. I'll be grounded. I'll be present. All of that, okay? It can be any benefits. Just list as much as you want. I mean, especially like benefits that matters to you, okay? And last step, the fifth step, stop believing that you have no choice over these thoughts and that they're just rooted in biology. Just do that exercise right now. If you have an attention span, you'll trust me, you'll you'll never ever think lessly. Okay, and this is, you guys are lucky because I'm making these videos on YouTube, but my students are paying me so I can teach them that, right? Obviously, my students, they get the benefit because once you pay for something, you become more serious about it, which means that you're gonna go and really just take that information more seriously. Now, it doesn't mean that you could be motivated and you can be accountable to someone. All of this bullshit, man. These coaches, the NoFap coaches on Instagram and all of that, they're just like, you need an accountability group in order to quit porn. What, bro? Do you need to cuddle with other people to quit porn? Like, bro, oh my god. And they say you just gotta change your identity, bro. Just go and really just understand the root cause is the benefits you get out of porn. And you're lucky, guys, that I say these things because people pay for that. Like, people paid me for that, okay, and they still pay me to this day. But obviously, what happens when they pay me is like they quit in an hour, literally. They quit after the first call, and then we have other calls just in case, to enforce information. Then we literally the calls after that, we literally talk about anything. We're just like talking about books, we're talking about habits, we're just talking about things that are not related to porn and masturbation because who cares? Like quitting porn is easy, okay? So yeah, if you want to actually be coached by me, you can go in the description. But if not, just go and watch my other videos on YouTube. All right, see you guys.